Well, Hunkydory has done it again. They have a beautiful Twilight Butterfly Collection.
There are 3 sets. We have a stationery set, a mobile kit, and a luxury card kit.
The deal is we've got butterflies everywhere, and we've done lots of techniques with them. Come play with us. Well, here are the 3 sets, 1, 2, 3.
We have the greeting card gift set, we have a butterfly mobile kit, and a luxury card collection.
So we're going to start with the big one right here, and let's get into this. This is what Hunkydory calls a luxury card kit, and I just want to show you. Let me turn it on its side.
It's thick.
There's a ton of stuff.
There is.
Yes. And you can see that there is an inspiration sheet there, and then there's also some instructions. We'll talk about that later. But this is about butterflies, Twilight Butterflies, so it's going to be in the jewel tones.
And beautiful colors. So there are 2 sheets of each of these. This happens to go with the shaped card.
Right, and that's what I love about this kit is that where we've got, so you can see there are 4 butterflies and lots of little ones and some words and so forth, and they're going to go on these die-cut cards. So it's going to go like this. You'll pop that out. They're already scored. Just fold it in half, and you can do your card on top. Right.
And we'll have examples of that.
Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking, which way did we go? Okay, so there's one section is with the butterfly shapes. Then we have some flower shapes and flower die-cut card shapes to coordinate with it. Yeah.
They're folded in the middle like we were showing.
And there are 4 of those also. Then we have what they call pyramage, and I call them pyramid, and they layer one upon the other. And look, you get these shaped cards to go with them.
And it's easy just to pop right on there.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, this has a center one that's going to pop out if you want it to pop out.
Right.
And again, there are 4 of these shaped cards in all of those gorgeous jewel tones, which I love.
Colors.
And then you have, we're not done, then you have all of these sheets that give you other options.
They call these card topper sets, so you can just pop these on top of a card, however you like.
And again, they're all in the jewel tones in those beautiful orchids and organdies.
The different shapes.
Yeah.
I love the rounds. There's square. There's
and you can see there's
shapes.
Butterflies everywhere. Now there are these additional sheets of the butterflies that are all die cut and foiled, as you can see. But then there is the adorable scoreable. Now these are foiled sheets, and you can see that these can become your card base.
Right.
I actually like to cut them apart and just put them on the front of my card, because then I get more.
Get more out of it. And there are 4 that are foiled, and then there are 4 here that are not.
Right, and these are the are nots, but they're still lovely. And there are some envelopes, there are 8 of them. And then we go into the stationery, the gift set, which we'll show you separately, but it is part of this kit, or you can get it separately, or you can get it all together.
Right.
And that's got all kinds of things in it, and some additional sheets and more envelopes. So I've got stuff everywhere now. Okay, let me go back. So what I wanted to show you is, let's start with a card, okay?
Here we go.
So we'll get in tight on this. Here is the shaped card. Now, in this particular card, what I love about it is that these areas pop up, and they're already die cut to do that. And then Amy took one of the butterflies that were on those last sheets and curled it around a paintbrush.
Around
is that
a
what she did?
paintbrush. She just set one of the die cuts on just like that,
Just
and
like
just
that?
sort of lightly curled around. She said what's nice about this is that you can also go on the tips of the wings and sort of curl them up by putting the paintbrush on top.
Well, let me do that.
So double duty on there.
Okay, so
Right.
get the paintbrush and do some curling.
On this particular card, Amy cut out the outer ring of this butterfly. I think we might want to show the construction.
Let me show
so we
you
can
this.
Explain that a little.
So here's how it comes on the sheet, and look at all of these layers that you can just pop up. I love this.
So you're going to glue down onto your card just one of these outer layers, and then you can pop up the other ones, or a couple even. If
Yeah, I want to pop this up because another thing that you can do, now you said Amy cut off that
She cut off
outside
that outer
layer?
layer just because she wanted to see the dark outline on the card.
Okay, and I'm doing the gold card.
But it's not necessary. It's just that's just a kind of a designer choice for you.
Right. Well, what I the other thing you can do is, I've just done it with half, is let all the layers pop up like so. And what's really interesting is that even though you're going to put this maybe in an envelope and it's going to get swished, it will still pop up. You'll still get that. So you can, as always, you can do it as it comes, or you can do something different and maybe make two cards out of one.
I love this card. I love that the shaped cards, they have the fold up at the top, so then when you open it up, you still got this cutout butterfly on the inside.
It's just beautiful. And the foiling, you just can't go wrong with the foiling.
And little extra touches are, Amy happened to add some of the gold lacy border dazzles to this one.
Oh, okay.
So you can add a little bit. It's got a lot of gold on it already.
Because more bling can't hurt. Now this is that flower-shaped card, and what you can do is to take, so here's what your die cut piece is going to be. You can just pop that out. Like the butterfly, it has this layered look, which I think is so clever.
Those layered little cutouts, and then just use your fingers or that paintbrush and just bend them up individually. It's also got lots of little pop-out pieces on the other artwork pages that you can pop right on top.
Is that where this one came from?
Right. So here's one of the flowers on top, and birthday wishes. There are lots of different greetings within it.
Beautiful. Now, if you want to complete the card on the inside, again, just like you said, there are lots of other little embellishments, so you can easily do that.
Add onto it. I like that the ribbon was wrapped all the way around the fold, so it's going onto the inside of the card.
Now, the ribbon doesn't come with the kit, so I just want to make sure you know that.
And what's neat about this is that the flower was actually offset on the base of the card.
I'm so glad you pointed that out, because I would have not struggled, but I would have thought you needed to match the shapes.
Right, line up the edges just perfectly.
Don't do that. Just let it offset. Then you're going to get a fuller flower.
And you get a little bit of color peeping out behind the gold.
You do, right. Works really nicely. Again, you can see how that lifts up. And these have been in a stack for about 3 days.
Oh, sure.
So,
and how easy was that?
I know.
Pop 1, 2, 3, tie ribbon. Done.
Okay, speaking of how easy is that, this is that shaped card.
That they call pyramage. So if you look in the instructions, that's what they're going to be referring to.
And this was the area, remember I showed you pop that out. Well, here are the layers that are put together with foam tape, and with the pyramage, or the pyramid, what you're doing, it's like paper towel. You're matching the design. So
so now you can really see it there. It's one photo, one picture, excuse me, but it's just cut out each of those individual elements and stacked on like a pyramid.
And that one image has been done multiple times. And here's an example where here's how it will appear on the sheet. So you've got one image, but then inside there's another one. That's a smaller one. Then you've got another that has a center one. So,
you're
going to layer.
Put them up on foam tape, and that gives them the dimension that you like.
And again,
add another ribbon, which again doesn't come with the set. So.
Right. I also like, this is just a nice little detail, is to take one of the foiled messages and just put it on the corner, let it overlap that window, and it does a really nice job.
It does.
Now, another way that you can use them is this. Now, with this, we have taken some of the frames that were popped out and added the butterflies. Now you'll notice that these butterflies have been curved again, like you said, around the paper
very simple
handle.
thing to do, and then you can just zot it in the middle, maybe put a zot on one of the ends of the wings here and there. But what I love is what behind this is that beautiful suede. Look at that. Violet suede was used behind this, and it's simple because you can just cut this square or a rectangular shape to fit behind there so you can see it peeking out.
Right. Now, this is also more dazzles, I have a feeling.
Right. These are the gold border dazzles. There's lots of little scrolly designs on there, and it fit perfectly.
Because like you said, there wasn't enough gold on it.
Right, there wasn't enough, right? So down at the bottom as well. But this, and then some of the adorable scoreable was used to cover the card.
Right, and this is the one with some foiling on it. And again, this especially for you, just does a nice job in the corner. I like the two butterflies. That works nicely inside the window.
Normally you sort of think, oh, we'll just put one big focal, but it gives it a little bit more balance, a little more interest.
And then on the inside, more of the adorable scoreable. This is one of the foiled shadow butterflies on its side. And then on your special day.
Now, this could easily be a card front too. So that that could technically be 2 cards for you right there.
There you go. Now, something else that you can do is start playing. Now,
Oh, I love this one.
this is the Adorable Scoreable foiled. So we've just cut off one piece of it to cover the front of a card.
So all of that, this is all one piece. You didn't have to do any layering. The artwork is there for you.
And this is some of the extra artwork, these die cut pieces. Again, you can see how they're lifted. Looks like paintbrush crazy is what happened.
I like how they're sort of tangled up here in the middle, and some of them are curved upward, some of them are curved down.
Okay.
And here are some of the extra artwork that are foam taped up above.
Okay.
And in the background, you see the gold ripple holographic paper.
Okay, just to add more of a touch. And we've got some purple jewel border dazzles going on.
So here are the jewel border dazzles, which are just, they're lined here. It's a little bit here, a little more here, right along there.
Then on the inside, the Adorable Scoreable has been cut apart, as you can see, and just one of the messages just lifted up on foam tape.
So lots of ways of using this. So even if you have little scraps of that cardstock, like I'm noticing there's just a little piece right here, that's actually the cardstock running along the bottom
The
of the
Adorable
ripple
Scoreable?
paper.
Okay.
The Adorable Scoreable, yeah.
Now, card makers, of course, but scrapbookers, look at this. This is quite amazing. Yes, I've got the table just full, but look what this is. So let's kind of piece it together. This is a flower that's been cut in half. So one down here and one up there.
So you could use that for one of the shaped cards, or you can use it, and like she said, it's been cut in half, so that's one used.
Right. Another one here. This is just a frame that's holding our journaling.
And the butterflies are going crazy on here.
I love, this is the Adorable Scoreable. So that starts our butterfly flight, and then they're just going up. I love how the curve, it's just, it's very, very nice.
So here's one of the pieces that's been used going across this way, one of the pieces of Adorable Scoreable. And then there's another piece that's used here, and I'm sure that it's cut. There's a piece on the bottom, and then there's just a small piece used up on the top. You don't want to use that whole sheet.
So although these are, I think it's 8 3/4 by 11 3/4, or 8 1/4 by 11 3/4. They're the British A4 size. You can just cut them apart. So scrapbookers, you don't have to feel like you can't use these items.
I have to point out the extra little artwork flower put on here, like she has a flower in her hair.
Very good. And again, that foiling is just amazing. Now, another part of this kit is the stationery kit. Now, that's available separately, but it's also part of this luxury card kit, right?
It is.
So you want to bring that in?
Well, I'm going to bring up in the separate part.
Right.
So this is the part where you can, I'm going to make a little bit of room here.
Good luck.
There we go. So what you're seeing here is the kit. If you were to buy it separate, it would look like this, but it is also within the luxury card kit, so you can get it either way. If you want it separately, here it is. And it's great because it comes with this booklet that holds 8 cards.
And speaking of which, it also comes with instructions, doesn't it?
It does. And I have those over here.
Okay, and they are in both of the kits.
Now, I want to say that Hunkydory doesn't always have instructions with everything it does, but in this case, it's very well done. It tells you just how to put together this booklet. You're going to start with these 2 pieces.
Well, let me show you that, okay?
Right.
So everything is going to be in here. Let's see, let's just walk through this for a second.
Let's do that.
So there's going to be this set of what they call toppers, the foiled. There are these...
for creating the stationery cards,
right.
You have 8 of these.
And these are already scored, so you can see they're just lovely. And
I don't think those are scored. Nope.
Well, some were. Okay.
Okay. The ones that for the box, basically.
Okay.
But these you just fold them in half, and then you have a card, and you can decorate them.
This is going to become the box itself, the gift box.
Right, and this is the outer cover of the gift box.
And this is the inner, and I'll show you that in a second. So this is a little pocket, and we've got envelopes, and we have some ribbon. So let me take these pieces. So this is going to be the outside of it. These are scored, and you can see they're beautifully decorated. Now, to go on the inside, they didn't want to leave it plain. So here we have the other piece that's going to fit perfectly.
Right. If you follow the instructions, it does say that before you put these together, you can take that ribbon, cut it in half and put half of it on this side
and half on that
and half
side
on the other side, and then you can tie it together when you're done.
Now, the other thing that you have is this sheet that has these pieces, these kind of funny triangles, and they are also scored. So you're just going to fold them like so.
And the instructions show this real well, too.
And these are going to get glued on the corners. One is going to go here, another is going to go there.
So maybe we should show what it looks like finished.
It's going to look like this, except you can have the ribbon on each side. And then those little pieces become your cards. And because you have additional die cut pieces, you can add them to it. That's what's happened here with the border that's gone in the corner a little bit.
Right. And so you'll have a gift set with 8 cards in them ready to go.
And matching envelopes. So that works very, very nicely. Now, there is a third element to this whole Twilight Butterfly set.
And that is the Butterfly Mobile kit.
Right. And this is really fun and has some different things going on in it.
It's pretty spectacular when it's put all together, and it is just going to create one mobile.
Now, this has instructions also. Do you have that sheet?
I do. So it looks like this. So it tells you pretty much just what to do. You're going to start with these
Don't
discs.
tell them that.
Don't start.
We're going to show them the discs. Okay, so here's what's in the kit. Is we're going to back up a little bit. Again, Twilight Butterflies is our theme. So you're going to have these die-cut foil pieces in a couple of different colors, as you can see. And then the thing that I think is so neat are these acetate butterflies.
They are beautiful.
Yes, you get 2 sheets.
2 sheets. And you can pop each of these out individually, just like the die cuts, and then you can zot them on the top of your butterfly.
Right. And you're also going to get these discs, and that's what you were started to talk about. You get 2 that are cardstock and 2 that are foil. And they're going to go together. You're going to pop out these triangles, and you're going to do...
you're going to glue those pieces on individually. So you're going to have one that has the gold on this one with all of those pieces popped out. And the other one, you're going to do the same thing.
Okay.
Then you can, what doesn't come with the kit is cotton or fishing line.
Fishing line's going to work perfectly for this.
It works great because then you can't see it very well. But really heavy duty thread would work too if you don't have it. And then you start with, if one of these is going to be the bottom, you're going to put all of that, the twine through one end, and then you're going to put the twine or the fishing line on the top one.
Okay, I think what we need to do is to show you this mobile. So here it is in all its wonderfulness. And let's see, I'm not sure what you're seeing, but it's about a little over 2 feet tall.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's a little bit longer than that.
I want to get my sweater behind it so you can see the butterflies.
Let's lower it down so we can see the top. Yeah.
Okay.
So here are those 2 discs, and we've
glued together.
Right, and you can put the line through the bottom of the disc, tape it in place, then put all of these lines through the top of the disc.
And there are holes in the disc, so you don't have to measure.
Right, and tape them in place, and then you put the 2 discs together.
And then you just put your butterflies, zot them back to back.
Right.
And you have this wonderfulness.
Yeah, you're going to put them back to back. So let me see if you can see, what I'm holding. You're going to put 2 of the die-cut butterflies back to back around, you're going to sandwich that line between them.
Right.
And afterwards, you can zot on one of these acetate butterflies and fold up the wings a little bit. There's lots of little flowers and sideways butterflies and lots of things to play with on that.
And look at how it catches the light. It's just wonderful. And because it is just little pieces of material, and plus you get that flash of gold, it's very lightweight. So that's nice.
I do want to mention that for myself, I thought it was a lot easier to, before you put the lines, attach them to the top portion, to lay them down flat and put all your pieces on before
on the table?
It. Yeah.
Okay, rather than doing it in midair.
Right.
So this is what we have. Twilight Butterflies, you've got the luxury card kit, you've got the card gift set, and you've got the mobile.
Have fun.